What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you a really cool no setup card trick that has a great effect on the spectator. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more card trick performance and tutorial videos like this one, AGT reveals, and card deck giveaways. Without any further ado, let's get right into this trick. Okay, so for this trick, I'm going to be using the 1, 2, 3, and 4 queens from the deck, just like this. And like I said before, this is an impromptu trick, so if you were here, I would have you shuffle up the deck, and then we could take out the 4 queens from there. But just to save time, I had them on top of the deck already. So again, we have the 1, 2, 3, and 4 queens, just like that. So let's say go ahead and take them and just place the 4 queens off to the side, like that, face down where you guys can see them. And from here, I'm just going to give the cards some overhand shuffles, just getting the deck mixed up. Now from here, just to myself, off camera, I'm going to make one secret prediction that you guys are not going to see quite yet. So I'm going to just take this prediction and place it face down on the table right here where you guys can see it. Now at this point, I would have the spectator truly choose any card they want from the middle of the deck. It really does not matter, so let's just say they choose this one right here, a 9 of clubs. So keep in mind this is a completely free selection, and if I had a spectator here, I would have them sign the card, but for the purpose of not ruining the deck, I have a piece of tape with the letters MLT written on them for my channel name. So I'm just going to place that right in the middle of the card to act as the signature. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to get the card lost in the middle of the deck, just like that. Give the cards one more riffle shuffle, just like so. Okay, so from here, let's say I take the 4 queens, and I'll go ahead and take them and just show you one more time the 4 queens so you can get really familiar with them. So we have the 4 queens just right there. And at this point, I'm going to just turn over the top queen, which in this case is the Queen of Spades. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Queen of Spades and just place it right on top of my secret prediction right there, okay? Now from here, I'm going to show you the next queen, which in this case is the other black queen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take that and place it right below my secret prediction, just like that. Now from here, we should have the 2 red queens here, right? Check it out, all I need to do is snap my fingers, give these 2 cards a little bend, and you'll actually see the 2 black queens find their way back into my hands. Now if we go to these 3 cards here, right, we should have the Queen of Hearts right here, Queen of Diamonds right here, and check it out. The secret prediction that has been on the table the entire time happens to somehow be your signed 9 of clubs. So that is how this trick works. I hope you guys liked it, and if you want to learn how to do it, go ahead and stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I really hope you guys liked that card trick. I saw it on the channel A Million Card Tricks, and I thought I would show it with you guys because it's really cool and has a great effect, as you guys just saw. So all you're going to need is a deck of cards, really. There's no setup, no gimmicks, nothing like that. So you can start off by having the spectator shuffle up the deck, just like so. They really does not matter. They can shuffle up as much as they want, and you're going to ask for it back, or they can just go ahead and find the 4 queens from the deck. So really all you're going to need to take out the 4 queens, and this is really the only, I guess you could call it a setup. You just need the queens in black, black, red, red, or, you know, red, red, black, black. You just cannot have them interlaced like this. You need to have them separated by color. Okay, so from here, you're going to tell your spectator, again, that they shuffle up the deck, right? There's no way it could be a setup or anything like that. So you're going to slide off the 4 queens. So as you're doing it, you're going to need to get a pinky break separating the queens as you slide them off. So you're going to tell your spectator, okay, we have the 1, 2, 3, and then when you have this, you're going to put the 4th queen on. You can just flip it around, kind of turn it over like this. You need to have it kind of down, like out jogged a little bit like this, keeping that break. So then you're going to turn over the 4 queens like this. So you should have this card out jogged, right? The 4th queen you put down. And when you push them together, you're going to push down with your thumb and get a pinky break, a thumb break like this. And then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to take off the 4 queens. But what you've done there, you've just taken off the 3 queens, and then you've left that 4th queen on top of the deck like this. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to set the 4 queens off to the side, but in reality, there are 3 queens there. So make sure they don't, spread them out like this. Just keep them, squared up and flush with each other. So you're going to put that off to the side and tell your spectator, from here, you're just going to shuffle up the pack. What you need to do here is just get this Queen of Hearts lost in the middle of the deck. So you can give it a couple cuts, a riffle shuffle, overhand shuffles. It really does not matter. You just need to get that queen that you had on top of the deck mixed into the deck. From here, you're going to tell your spectator that you're going to make one secret prediction, and that prediction, all you're doing is you're going to have the deck to yourself, and you're just going to go through and find that queen that you lost in the middle of the pack. So you're just going to go through to yourself. In this case, it's closer to the top of the deck, which is nice. So you're going to out-jog it. You know, you can just make it believable that you're going through the deck, but just once you find that queen, take it and you tell your spectator, okay, this is my secret prediction. Obviously, don't flash it to them. Just keep it to yourself and say, I'm going to place this secret prediction face down to off the side like this. And make the point that make sure they keep an eye on it so you can that you don't manipulate it in any way. Okay, so from here, you should, like I said, you should have the 3 queens in one pile. Again, the spectator thinks this is 4. Then your secret prediction is really that 4th queen right here. Now at this point, you can just do some overhand shuffles as you're talking to the spectator, because from here, you can spread out the cards and they can choose any card from the deck. It really does not matter. So let's just say they choose this card right here, and you are going to turn it over. And if you want to, it makes the effect a lot better if you have them sign the card, but it really doesn't matter. You just want to make it believable that there's no way you could duplicate the card they selected in any way possible. So so like I said, I'm not going to sign the card because I don't want to ruin the deck, but in this case, we have the 9 of spades. Okay, from here, you're going to tell your spectator that you're going to place their card on top of the deck like this. And what you're doing here is you're making it seem like you're getting this card lost in the middle, but you're really keeping it on top. And the way to do that is, so you're going to tell your spectator that, okay, you're just going to break open about half the deck like this. And the move is quite simple. So you're going to take your middle finger that's holding the bottom portion of the deck and slide off this bottom card here from the top portion of the deck while you have your thumb on this top card. So it should look like this in slow motion. As you're talking to your spectator, you say, okay, I'm going to slide your card off, but you're really sliding off this bottom card using your middle finger. So it should look like this. And if you do it quickly, it really makes it believable that you're sliding off the top card, but in reality, that top card stays on top and you're just sliding off a random card. So again, middle finger with your thumb at the top, simultaneously, you're just sliding that bottom card right here, okay? So once you've done that move, make sure you do it quickly so the spectator doesn't see that you're really not sliding off that top card. From here, their selection is still on top of the deck. You can just do a riffle shuffle and say you're going to get their card more lost in the deck, but do a riffle shuffle, keep their selection on top of the deck like this. Now from here, you're going to tell your spectator, okay, you're going to go back to the 4 queens, but in reality there are 3 here. You're just going to casually put these on top of the deck like this. You're kind of misdirecting them. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to take the 4 queens. So what you're doing here is you're taking the top 4 cards, and it should look like you should have in this order. You should have the 3 queens and now their card on the bottom of this packet of 4. Okay, so from here, just place the rest of the deck off to the side, and what you're doing here is you're going to spread out the cards like this to yourself. You're just going to spread them out like this, and then, so with your left hand, you're going to have your 4 fingers on this very bottommost queen, like so. And then with your hand that's on the bottom, your right or left hand, depending on how you're holding the packet of 4, you're going to put it on this second card here. So second card from the top, okay? So your 4 fingers here, you're just going to be pulling the cards out like this, okay? So one more time, you're sliding off these 2 cards, sliding off cards into 2 separate piles. And once you've done that, you're going to place these 2 cards right on top, okay? So if that part can be a little bit confusing, so go ahead and rewatch that part of the video where I just explained how to do that. From here, this is what it should look like. You should have their card in the second position from the top, so third position from the bottom, just like this. Queen, their selection, and then the 2 other queens. From here, you're going to need to do an Elms account to conceal their card, okay? So you're just going to tell your spectator that you're going to get them more familiar with the queens, so you can kind of grip. You're going to do your Elms account. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. This video will be way too long, so I'll leave a link on the screen right now for an Elms account tutorial. So you're just going to do your Elms account, so concealing the cards. Okay, I'll do it kind of slowly, so it makes a little bit more sense. So you're concealing. These cards will be squared up when you do it. Then the performance. This move takes a little bit of practice. So you're going to do your Elms account just like this. Make sure you do not flash this card, or else the trick won't work. So from here, you've just moved their selection now to the top, and then you have the 3 queens at the bottom. And spectator still thinks there is 4 queens here. From here, you're going to do a double lift, so you can kind of misdirecting your spectator. You're just going to get a thumb break under the separating these 2 cards here. Do your double lift and say, okay, I'm going to turn over the top card, which in this case is the black queen. But in reality, you turned over 2 cards there. You're going to turn the double back over and slide. Okay, I'm going to place this first queen, black queen, right on top of my secret prediction. But in reality, you're sliding off their selection. Okay, so once you have their selection here, again, I think this is the first black queen, you're just going to now slide off these 3 cards into your other hand. So guys, I know there's a lot of steps to this trick, trust me, just bear with me. It will require a little bit of practice, but once you guys get it down, you'll have it in no time. So from here, you're going to slide off these 3 cards into your other hands. You're going to 1, 2, and 3, just like that. Now from here, this is what the order should be. You should have red queen and then the 2 black queens here, or vice versa, depending on which, how you had the order of the queens at the very start of the trick, okay? So from here, you are going to do another double lift, okay? So you're just kind of talking to your spectator, misdirecting them, get a thumb break, or pinky break separate, but under the bottom card. So the easiest way, honestly, to do is just pinky pull down. So you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna turn over this next top queen, which in this case is the other black queen. You're gonna turn that back over, slide it off, but you're really sliding off the red queen, okay? And you're gonna place that under, you're gonna place this under your secret prediction, but remember, your secret prediction the whole time is the other red queen, okay? So you're gonna place that there, and from here, you can just kind of talk to your spectator, you're gonna say, okay, we should have the 2 red queens here, right? Because it appeared that you had just set the 2 black queens down, then you can snap your fingers, give the cards a little bend, and show your spectator that the 2 black queens had somehow found their way back into your hand. You can just set those off to the side, then you can go back to these 3 cards and show them that first you're going to show them the bottom card, which is the first red queen. You're going to say, okay, we should have 1 red queen here. Then this is probably the most important move in the trick. So right here now you have the red queen and then their selection. All you need to do is just use your thumb here as their attention's directed at this card, just to slide over this card, which is their selection, to make it appear that it was in the middle the entire time. Then you're going to say, okay, we should have the other red queen here. Then you can say, okay, my secret prediction that has been on the table the entire time in your sight happened to be your selection, the 9 of spades. So that is the card trick, guys. I apologize if this is a pretty long video. I wanted to go in depth in the tutorial to make sure you guys understood each and every move that is in this trick. I know there's kind of a lot of steps, but with a little bit of practice, you guys will have it down in no time. And I also categorize this trick as probably an intermediate level trick, but if you're a beginner out there, definitely give this trick a try. It has a great visual effect on the spectator, as you guys saw in the performance. So that is going to do it for this video. If you like the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.